Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another Genshin Impact video. So today's video we are basically going to be going over the build for Keqing. I've been getting a lot of questions asking, do I go electrical or do I go physical for Keqing? First build right off the bat, this is my best set. It's an electrical build running the 2-piece Thunder Fury and 2-piece Gladiator set. Weapon of choice will be Aquila Favonia. That is currently the best in slot weapon for Keqing for both builds. Also finally saw a new Goblet piece for my electrical build, so was super happy getting that and super happy with the rolls. But moving on, this is going to be the physical build running a 2-piece Bloodstain and a 2-piece Gladiator set, focusing on physical damage of course, but I try to get to both builds as close as I can with the attack, crit chance, and crit damage. I understand this build has a little bit lower crit damage, but the whole point of it is that if we're consistent enough with our higher crit rate, we should kind of balance that DPS on the long run versus having 30% more crit damage. I'd rather have almost 20% more crit chance. Again, weapon and slot that I've always chosen for Keqing will always be equipped for Favonia for the high attack base as well as the 20% attack increase in the passive. Super nice healing, but if we were to go in for a second choice, I would definitely be going for the Black Sword. So I did raise the Black Sword to Refinement 2 from the Battle Pass as well as a level 90 Black Sword now. So again, if you haven't seen my Keqing video, where I showcased the Aquila Favonia versus the Black Sword. Again, Black Sword does win in the normal attack damage and the charge attack, but Favonia wins everywhere across the skill damage. Again, Skyward Blade is another beautiful weapon for Keqing. This was my first weapon that I was using for her until I pulled Aquila. The Flute is also a good weapon. Most people do have access to this weapon early on. There's not anything wrong with the weapon. You know, you want to avoid weapons that have the secondary energy recharge because Keqing can be used as the main DPS. You know, Line Sword is another popular choice too. If I had a higher refinement, maybe like 3 to 5, I would probably consider this weapon. But right now, it's not on my priorities list to be using this. It's a nice damage bonus, but again, because I have Aquila, it's just flat out just better overall. And again, you just want to avoid these energy recharge weapons like Skyward Blade 2. Alright, so Keqing talents, again, my Keqing has always been C0. I have no idea when I will ever get more dupes for her, but just looking at her talents, it is pushing her towards an electrical build. Super effective, you know, everything just flat out increases her DPS overall as a electrical build. Until then, I hope this video can help you reference between building towards your electrical build or building towards your physical build. Again, both builds are pretty good. They're not bad or anything like that. It's just that electrical build is just a little bit stronger because of the chain reactions that it can do with like a strong support like Bennett or Q. And again, her Constellation pushes more towards an electrical build. Alright, so this is still going to be another electrical build, but with a different set. So this build is a 2-piece Noblesse that increases 20% elemental burst damage, and as well as a 2-piece Thunder Fury that increases 15% electrical damage. So my previous Keqing video about talking about artifacts, a lot of people were mentioning about this set. Is it good? Is it better? Or I prefer that build. Honestly, the stats that I got are pretty good, right? They're going to be very similar to the 2-piece Thunder Fury and 2-piece Gladiator, my best set. But again, the problem with this build right here is that it only pushes more damage on the elemental burst. By pushing that damage more, it doesn't compensate all the damage that she loses everywhere else. So obviously I got to take out the Double Pyro because that's not the real attack buff of the build. But this is the stats of the build after I swapped all the artifacts. Again, attack is going to be lower because I removed the 2-piece Gladiator, 18% attack. Again, crit rate is a lot higher, crit damage is a tiny bit higher, still the same electrical bonus. But again, I don't like this set because I have a clip of video showing me attacking the bosses, and you'll see the damage difference. It doesn't compensate the damage everywhere else that you lose out on. And lastly, to stick Keqing with this set, that means I'm basically taking away these artifact pieces from my other units. That means they're going to be left being naked on those pieces, and it's just going to set back my progress even more. Again, the only person that can take over her set if I replace all of this is just Fisher, and Fisher already has a pretty good set on. So again, that's my reason why I don't prefer this set on Keqing right now. And as well as I just prefer my first set. Again, I don't think the damage boost from the Noblest set is enough to compensate the lack of damage everywhere else. Alright, that's enough talking. Again, the showcase with the electrical build, we are going to be running bennett for the Viridescent debuff to showcase more damage. Again, this is just baseline of how you want to build your team around with the build. So if you're building an electrical build, use a Viridescent, debuff to increase your electrical damage. Physical damage build, obviously you want to run it with super conduct for more physical damage by reducing the enemy's defense. Alright, again, that's all that I have for you guys. Enjoy the rest of the video. Let me know down in the comments below what you prefer. Both builds are not wrong, okay? At the end of the day, go with your best artifact rolls with the best sets. It's just a matter of just use what you got and just move on. Move on, build other characters, build your team up, advance to the Spire Abyss, collect your bi-weekly Primo Gem, and just call it a day. At the end of the video, I do have a short clip of a hybrid build that if I was to build a hybrid, because I know people are talking about hybrid build, that's my preferred hybrid build if I was to build Keqing. Is it optimal? No, but if that's all that you got on your best build, go ahead and use it. You will see how it performs. It's not that bad, but I would not recommend it, or I would not prefer a hybrid build of Keqing. Either go physical or go electrical. Me, I'm Team Electro because I love the electrical reaction vicinity. But that's me. Otherwise, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, peace. 健康よ、世の乱れを切り尽くせ。はあ、やっ、でや、ふっ、それ、でや、はあ。はあ。いけ。足元に気をつけて。はっ。健康よ、世の乱れを切り尽くせ。はあ、でや、そりゃ、陣営のごとく。はっ。 走る G 逃がさないはあはあそりゃはっで行くわよいでやっはっそりゃ言うなら特製のり我が剣よ影に従えでやはっ やっは健康よ世の乱れを切り尽くせそいはっはほっでやでやそりゃはふんそふんはさゆるかまた健康よ世の乱れを切りはっそれはあ 風邪ひくなよ我が剣よ影に従えそりゃそりほっそりゃはあでやそりゃはじけろ健康よ世の乱れを切り飲みすぎだよはあそっそっはあほっはあはあはあじはっ